Yeah.
This Black Friday.
Ghana.
Celebrate by coming to Africa.
I'm so cool, I went to Africa. Back at school, they would laugh at us.
Best comedy, best romance, best lead actress. Las Vegas Black Film Festival.
Went to Ghana, now I'm acting up. It's so cool to be from Africa. It's so cool to be from Africa.
Heartwarming and funny, says Inglewood today.
Tell the truth, it was cruel. That was too cool to be black.
We'll get viewers talking, says the commercial appeal.
Went to Ghana, now I'm acting. Went to Ghana, now I'm acting up.
Features a stellar ensemble cast, says the Tri-State Defender. See why audiences are raving about coming to Africa. Streaming worldwide. November 27th on Amazon, Apple TV, and Google Play.
Hey, greetings, everybody. Aquaban. Welcome to Living My Best Life in Ghana. Yes. What a awesome day it is. What a great day it is to be African. What is it that we're supposed to be doing? We have got to focus on things that mean the most to African people, things that's going to get us in a number one position where we can be in control of our own destiny as African people. It is up to us. It is in us. We just have to bring it out of us. I hope y'all having a great day today. It is a beautiful day today, January the 23rd, 2021. Beautiful Saturday. The sun is shining. There's plenty of life and love going around. And I'm just excited about everything that we as African people are going to accomplish in this new awakening, this rebirth of African minds, African people, and everything that represents us very well. We should be very proud people today. Very proud Africans today because we getting our act together. We getting our lives together. We are ready to be forward in everything that we do. We want to be in control of our own narrative, the things that affect us the most as African people. We want to address those things along with deal with this post-traumatic slave syndrome from being enslaved and all of the atrocities from the effects of that. So I'm happy that we as African people are being the people that we want to see, that we deserve, and we're not looking outside of ourselves any longer. It is up to us, and let's do so. We always been needing this. I'm so proud that we as African people are taking it upon ourselves to be the shining example that we need and that we want. Okay, and it's awesome to want change and to want it abundantly and to be able to love on each other as we do right here at Limblig. So welcome to all of our new family members. Anybody that is here, we are proud to have you here. Much love to you. To our new subscribers, thank you for getting us there. We're almost there at those 5,000 subscribers. Okay. We got something in store for you once we hit 5,000 subscribers. We've been marinating on a few things, and I'm very excited about that. I'm very happy to say congratulations to many of our members and many of our African people that have touched down on the continent. Okay, whether it's to visit or to stay, you are welcome. That's what our people say. You are welcome. Welcome back home. Welcome back home where you belong. You deserve it. It is your natural birthright. And we are here to take our rightful place as African people and everything that encompasses our struggle or our life. Okay. We don't want to struggle our whole life. We want to be in clear and not in clear and present danger at all times. We want to remove ourselves from clear and present danger, which is Babylonian ways and Babylonian states, places that they have taken over, conquered places that we have been. Yes, we've been there before, but we want to go back to the land of our origin, which is Mama Africa, because Africa is for Africans, and Black people deserve to get some peace and some tranquility and some harmony. Okay, truth, justice, righteousness, reciprocity, harmony, balance, and divine order are the 7 principles and the laws of my art that we should be following daily with each other, and we should demand that from each other. We don't have to do that with nobody else. Please don't get it mistaken. We only owe it to ourselves. It's time for us to focus on ourselves to create the best Africans that we can be on a daily basis. So happy Africa Day to you. Happy Africa Day to me. Happy Africa Day to all of us. What a great day it is to be African. I'm so excited about things that we're accomplishing, the things that we're doing. We are not waiting on nobody to give us a stamp of approval anymore. We don't need nobody to validate and give us no accolades. We doing it for ourselves. Let's pat ourselves on the back. Let's pop our own collars, okay? Let's do that for ourselves. Let's beat our own drum, African people. This is our time. We love what we're doing. We love where we're headed, and we love that we are focused now, never to be broken again. We coming together, y'all, unifying in a way that we should as African people. And what a great day it is to be African. So I want to say hello to the family member because we got a great subject at hand that I want to touch right quick. Okay, I ain't gonna hold you long, but I know these are things that are very important to us that we should be talking about. And when I'm giving these things, I make sure I act on it as the ancestors give me different subjects to attack, things that we should be doing in an African-centered manner as African people. And I want to say that I know that this is going to help somebody, whether it's 1 or 20 or 100. Long as it happens to help us, I'm excited about that.
What's up, peoples? What's up, weebles? How y'all doing today? Fine, I hope. What did you do? What you doing?
My phone. All right, family. Power has decided to join us. Okay, say hey to Power. Y'all don't know what I go through to get here. All right, thank you. Thank you so very much. The Anointed One play Welcome Home by OCB Side. Yes, I love that song, The Anointed One, and I can't wait to get that song in my ears, okay? Thank you so much. Hit the like button, everybody. Thank you so much on the way in. Joyce Boggs said, Kwaba family, can't wait. Okay, greetings and love to living my best life in Ghana and the chat. Hey, Wisdom Kwaku Agbo. Okay, I love saying his name. Hit the like button and share, support the family. Thank you so much. We almost at that 5,000 mark. Don't you want to see what's going to happen when we get to 5,000? We got something in store for ya. Hey, Queen Future, my little black family, and I'm friends. So proud to be a part of this family. Hey, Zenobia, Honeycomb 368 said, greetings, my melanated family. How you doing on this Blacktastic day?
What's up, my peoples?
Doing great. Now this journey, please, y'all. What's up? Greetings, family. Pleasing to see all of you all. Greetings, Mr. Hillary is in the house. Good evening, everyone. What's up, Mr. Hillary? Chiquita. Say greetings, everyone. What's up with you, Chiquita? Much love to you. Much respect to you, King Power. Y'all are funny. Zenobia. This is a baby. This is a booger monster right here. Y'all don't know. This man is the baby. I tell you. But it's all good over here in the hood.
Just
okay.
Good old Scorpio. That's all.
Yes, you are. You are. Yes, yes. He is that. Woo! Miss Minnesota Pop one. They're laughing my butt off. Y'all funny. Greetings, Future Power and Live Big Family.
How them Sagittarius, boy?
No, this ain't this is
put
you.
That thing on. Wow. Put that little sting on them. With that little, we got that little neurotransmitter toxin on there. When you hit them with that little sting of sweat, whip. Then they just some sugar pretty, so pretty. She's so good.
Get off of me.
Gorgeous. Ow!
Just cut it out.
Oh, y'all cool. My grandson spent the night with me last night. That man laid on my neck all night last night. right here. This is what he laid across the granddad's chest, right across my chest all night. Talk to me. I'm asleep. He talking, but he was asleep too. Yeah.
It's awesome. That love and support for one another. Yo! Booger monster. Yeah, this man here, a booger monster. I swear. Woo! Baby, I tell you, flip-flopping is like John Witherspoon say. The perfect synergy between this beautiful power couple, black love, even in silence, awkward moments.
Mr. Hillary, you caught that. You were like, oh.
Frank, what you laughing at, Frank? Ha ha!
Frank, you know what time it is,
These Scorpios are woo, baby, woo. But it's all good. He got a Sagittarius. I'm the right one for it. You got the right one, baby.
Y'all see this when kids be in the class, they be like,
don't do that too many times.
We don't like authority. I don't like no authority.
Honeycomb 368 said, Power, you too much. Ooh. Come on, your B-side. What's up, baby?
What's up, man? Man, what y'all doing over there?
Burkina Faso. Yeah, Burkina Faso.
They just over there showing out, man. I really wish I was there.
I love y'all. Respect. Much love to you, Mr. Hillary. Greetings, family. I love your attempted kiss. That's what he laughing at. Man.
That one hit you with the dog eye, Frank. That don't kiss me. I don't care. I don't care nothing about that. I'm kissing my baby.
This hillbilly laugh. Will you shut up? Exactly. Why can't keep a job on the plantation? Why can't we? Why? Exactly why I can't keep a job on the plantation.
I'm telling you, if you tell me something in the wrong tone, I'm gonna do the direct opposite on purpose. That's just me. I always been like that. I remember this 2520 I used to work for at Blockbuster Video. Blockbuster is no longer in existence.
So now you can
tell the story. So he was 2 years younger than me, but he had this little Matt. That was his name, Matt. If you still around. But anyway, he called himself gonna tell. I know it, but still, it's in the ethers.
Okay.
He gonna tell me I need you. I would have a nice, friendly attitude with all the customers, all the black folks come in, they hollering at me, you know what I'm saying? Because the project was right around the corner from the Blockbuster. And the project was called Foot Home. So, all right, them soldiers and Foot Homes come up there getting their movies on Friday. And we had this little promotion where you had a little card, the little punch holes on the card, and you get to the end of the card, you get a movie free. So, should I be saying this? Yeah, hell no, they ain't even business no more. So anyway, Matt gonna tell me, I want you to go stock. I don't want you dealing with the customers anymore. You're up here fraternizing. I said, first of all, who you think you talking to? Then he because you know they be like they're not used to nobody rebuffing that crap they be shooting out there. So he go, well, I said, who you think? First of all, who you think you talking to? And he kind of looked like, okay, I said, well, I tell you what I'm gonna do. This is what I told him. He was the manager. I told him, I'm gonna stay right here on this cash register. You can go stock to your best ability, and I'm gonna holler at you later on. He didn't know how to handle that. I was bucked then. I was young too, so he started showing out the back. So I made up in my mind from this point on, I'm finna give away the stuff. So all my hood partners, I didn't know them, but they was hood. We was hood. So everybody coming there. So I told everybody, when you come in, buy a box of candy, rent you one movie, and all the rest of the movies you're gonna get for $10 a piece. Now, mind you, this back when VHS tapes was $50, $60 for a movie. So what I would do, punch the card up, boop, 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 boop. When they pay for the thing, I punch the card up, and they'll take the $10. Like if you got 10 movies, you paid for 2, and that other was at $80. You dropped it in my car outside in the window outside because you're not bringing them other 8 movies back. Oh yeah, I wore them out. They have a nice little knockoff in they little stock.
Thank you for making them go bankrupt.
Oh yeah, I spanked him. I get on up out of here. We going to this internet time anyway.
Mr. Hillary said regarding the topic, according to Professor James Small, the education we must make, number one, must be based on our own culture, our own way of living. That's absolutely correct. Right. And that's why we gonna talk about it. Rob Green said, I need some advice from y'all. What's up, Rob? How you doing? Much love to you. 2520's got barred with no bite. Need one proper kick in the buttocks.
Ooh,
that's the absolute truth. Hey, Gina.
You know.
Hey, hello, family. What's up with you, sis? Oh, yeah, Mrs. Hillary is laughing. This smile. Okay, we talking about some mouthful today. Like I tell y'all, I watch my documentaries every morning, and this morning, Dr. Amos Wilson was on fire. And I did put the video in the description box. So those that want to go back and watch it after that, it was so many points in that video that I'm going to go back and watch it again, as I have many times, to bring out certain points that we should be thinking about and talking about as African people. Okay, and it's very important that we do so, that we understand the power behind education. The more things change, the more they will stay the same if we don't make education number one. Okay, and I see us doing a lot of stuff in different sectors, but if we don't make right education, African-centered education, number one, and abolish all invader and foreign and colonized education on the continent, also outside the country, wherever there's an African mind, is very delicate and fragile and needs to be taken care of and looked after. Okay, and if we don't make sure that education is properly taken care of, then we are doomed before we started. We got some things that we're doing. And yes, I'm very, very excited about the things that we're doing, but we're going to talk about the problems and the solutions, because without right education, without African people understanding the importance of our minds and how this makes a difference in our future, we all got to be on code. We got to be on point. We all got to know the do's and do nots and the yeses and the no's, and how to identify when there is something, some racial discrimination or activity involved that does not beget Africanness.
First, we got to understand that we're not the same people, and it's okay.
Yes.
And then some of us be like, I don't want to say I hate. I didn't say it. Did you hear me say anything about hating? I just said that we are not the same people. The physiology is not different. It's different. The physiology is different. The psychology is different. The biology is different. And any of them other ologies and this is different. We just different people. That's all it is to it. Your learning process is different. Your educational process is different. We don't really need manuals when we put things together. We don't. We can look at the situation, assess it, see what needs to be done, look at a picture and put it together. Okay, we have to take point A to point B in the circumference of the hypotenuse angle. Man, look, put the damn thing together, man. But that's right, that's right education. Because I'm just saying, if that's how they learn, that's y'all thing. Let us learn how we learn. That's why this Rona situation is actually a disguise gift, because it's enforced us to teach our kids at the same time. So watch these kids elevation, their education elevation real fast.
Kiana Thompson said, yes, this is why I homeschool.
Go ahead, Kiana.
Go ahead, Kiana, and welcome to Living My Best Life in Ghana. Yes, facts. Visual Noah said, we have to raise our children up and stop letting others raise our children. That's right, Kiana.
Some shit in your head, boy.
And it'll be, your parents can't even move that seed after it's set in there.
I'm so glad, because I could tell from the experiences that I had in the educational system coming up, because I went to public schools. You know what I'm saying? That we didn't know nothing about no homes. I don't even think homeschooling was around in the late 70s or early 80s. But when we went to school, I went through so much stuff with teachers, black teachers too, that didn't know themselves. I had one call me a black piece of trash.
That's why
in the third grade.
That's why Anja Africa said all skin folks ain't our kin folks.
See, you right there, Anja. And this lady was black as my Crenshaw shirt.
Ever heard of school to prison pipeline? It
Oh,
is
yeah.
real.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
it
We
is.
been
And
in it.
everybody read that book, School to Prison Pipeline. That's a documentary as well. This is very important. They can't even cross the street. They are always looking confused. Okay.
Look, Synovia, the other day I was in the grocery store. I swear to God, I didn't even think that because it pissed me off so bad. I just, some stuff you just throw out your brain. This lady, she had to be about 70, black lady, about 70 years old. And there was a wood that was there. He was way older than her. Or he may have been younger than her, just, how they age like leather, tougher than leather. But he was standing right in front of the aisle. All the shit got labels on it. And he can't read. He turned right around and asked that black lady, excuse me. This is what he called her. This is what pissed me off because I'm gonna come up the aisle. I'm minding my own business. I hear him, excuse me, old girl. Excuse me, oh girl. God, that's it. I did that. What I just did now is exactly what I did in the store. I said, what the? I'm trying, and I'm looking at her. The last stop, I'm looking at her to see how she gonna respond to this. Yes. Can you read? Where's the field peas with snaps? Oh, come on. She grabbed that Peckerwood arm.
Oh my God.
And led him down the aisle and grabbed it and put it in his bag, put about 2-3 cans in his bag. You all right? And I took what I need to say something for. I'm finna get out of here, away from this situation. If you want to stay Stevenson, that's on you.
And
I'm
Tommy
gone.
and Lucretia Borgian.
Yeah, I can't say Tommy. That's my big sister tonight now, but
no, you can't say that.
Tom in.
Exactly.
You got to go. I can't help you.
And Bed Winchian.
That's her thing right there, boy.
I can't. Ooh,
if she ever come back to the car and say these sped winches, I said, oh Lord, I know what's happening here. Situation's getting critical, and everybody in that store looking critical.
Okay, so let's talk about this. Why were we bust out of our hoods in our schools, our criminal-minded playgrounds for the future?
I can answer that first question for you. We was bust out of our schools for finance. And what was the other? Just jumped out of my head. It jumped in my finance for one, because they get every seat that they had filled. I came to find out they were getting a set amount of money for each one of the black students to go into them schools. That's why they was able to defund inner city schools. Oh, you don't have enough. Your attendance is low. Yeah, nigga, if you send every other kid out east somewhere, we on the south side of town. You busting us from the south side all the way out to the east
side.
Come on, man. We out there. And I told y'all the story a couple nights ago about how we was bust out to my junior high school, and we had to fight them folks every day, damn near. Every day.
And being bust out of our schools, out of our neighborhood, takes us out of our normal environment of African people and puts us in a racist environment of discrimination, disenfranchisement, and shows you who is running things.
And children, the human body, for one, let me say this, the human body can acclimate itself to any and everything. So when you take a child, an impressionable child at a young age, put them on the bus, you bust them out to a foreign environment with other children, even if they are children of the foreign environment, that child, after a while, is going to do one or two things. It's either going to rebel like hell, or it's going to try to assimilate to fit in. And I saw a lot of assimilation, and that's where you get the birth and that first seed planted of that Tomism.
Yes, they use that. They use the schools to birth Uncle Toms. Put us, when they bust us into these other schools, to cow down, to make us more submissive, to create a very vulnerable African person that does not see themselves as African anymore. A person that does not see themselves as a person that fits into the society that we live in. It creates people that are very, very intimidated, because when you're in a white school, I'm going to tell you, when I got bused, I hated it. For one, and our parents did not understand what they was exposing us to when they let that situation happen. Now, this was a time when some protest should have really, really happened. Now that I look back on it and see how it happened from generation to generation, because it started when they integrated schools, when we went from segregation with our own everything, owning 60% of everything, 60 to 70% of every facet of every everything that was created out of 9 people, 9, what is it? Activities. 9 areas of people activities. I'm trying to talk so fast it won't come out that way. But those different areas that we ruled so well and we were running so well, it really hurt us when we were integrated. For one, that killed our ability to be independent in this world that we was already dealing with the post-traumatic slave syndrome, and we were coming out of it pretty well because we have evidence that we built some immaculate cities, self-economic to the highest field. We were doing very well until we were integrated, and we had to deal with so much that came against us at that time. Facts. We are different people. We not no chocolate covered white people. Cannot stand why we always want to identify with some false camaraderie with other groups. Remember, we talk about this nonsense about the black and brown garbage. Yes. Well, I'm with you, Mr.
I haven't heard a brown say, we need brown and black power. I ain't never heard that.
Please tell me.
I ain't heard nobody talking about no red and black power. I ain't heard nobody
no
talking
yellow
about
and black power.
Let's see. Definitely not no white and black power. I ain't never heard that. Now, I've heard a black person say that numerous times, but I mean, it's a shamba humbugug. I mean, because ain't nobody doing that, man. I mean, if I say, I got her back, I got my wife back, but she don't never have my back. We got to have a discussion. After so many ass whoopers I take and don't nobody come help me or call nobody to help me, we got to have a conversation.
Speak up for you or anything.
We got to talk. Hey, man, do you really?
Kiana said, so true. The dollars follow the child. That's why they bust us out into their schools stuff. And they had so much going on at their schools, too.
Now, I'm going to tell y'all.
That didn't include us.
I grew up in the hood in Memphis, Tennessee. I was raised in the hood in Los Angeles, California, and I'm going to tell you that I never saw drug usage as a kid until I started going and integrating them schools with them woods. Them folks was doing everything.
I ain't see none until I promise. I did not see only thing.
Them folks was huffing paint, sniffing glue, drinking mercury.
That's true.
Popping pills. I'm talking this 7th grade, 8th grade.
This back in the 80s, the early 80s. Hey. Rob Green, yes. Rob Green says, a Pan-Africanist, I incorporate African spirituality in my personal prayer time with the Almighty. I am not a Christian, but respect all religions. My girlfriend of 4 years support me, but wants me to be a Christian. Rob, I suggest, because see, many years ago, in the beginning of 2000, you would not believe it, but I used to believe in that platform as well, because that's what we all knew, and that's what we were raised on. But I would say, be patient with your girlfriend. Make sure you play your documentaries in the house and play them loud and sit and watch as many as you can with her. You know what I'm saying? So that y'all can reach some type of balance or stability and mind-wise in the way you think. Because I was once that girl. I was once the girlfriend that you speaking of, and Power can contest to that.
Can't contest to what? What can I contest to, Fuka?
He said, I'm not a Christian, but respect our religion. My girlfriend of 4 years support me, but wants me to be a Christian.
Oh yeah.
And I would say to have patience if this relationship is worth it, and this is a great person and she's open-minded to change, then I would say take your time, because you have some time. If you use it in a delicate and loving way, you can actually reach her, and it's worth it, because my husband did that for me.
I'm gonna tell you the secret to it, and the secret to it is just execution. You reading, you're doing your reading. You know, she'll see you reading, right at the house reading or whatever. Then you sitting around, you watching your documentaries. The documentaries are definitely gonna get it, because it don't take an active time. for her to sit down and try to embrace what you got going on. She'll be passing through the house doing her thing, and she's like, okay, boom. Because her mind is asking questions. Because if you live in that life, her mind is asking questions. And after so long, the dog can only hold the light for so long. And once you turn that light on, it's gonna be over with. She gonna start asking questions, and she gonna jump on in the rabbit hole. So just give her time, be patient with her, and things like that. Now it's different if she was dogmatic about it. Have a lot of dogma about the religion, and the pastor said we got to do it. My future wasn't like that. I can't stomach stuff like that because I grew up in a church household, so I know the ins and outs and the fakes and the false activities and things of being that super religious type situation, man. We're not gonna do that. But long as she's worked, she got a nice palate for understanding and want to read and involve herself and be open with it, man. Yeah, she'll be all right.
And why are our schools criminal-minded playgrounds for the future? Okay. Why are the schools set up in the middle of poverty? And these are political circumstances. This is not something that we brought up upon ourselves. This is actually orchestrated in our neighborhoods to keep us in the lowest of the lowest conditions, where we're the most stressed out, and we are giving in because of different situations that are presented to us, and no one allows us to have the freedom that the other race get to have, and have the access to media, to be most impressionable upon its own people. We don't have a separation. That's another thing. We got to have a separation of white and black media. Okay. And we're doing that now, but it's definitely important for our future. That's going to be a second thing that we have got to address outside of education. We got to write our own narratives. Okay. Hey, Annette Lewis said, greetings, everybody. Kiana said they use the school to keep us indoctrinated. They need our minds weak. That's how they control us. That's absolutely true.
I'm going to tell y'all something as simple as and I'm not no Christian at all, but prayer in schools. Y'all know the 25-20 female that basically waged war on praying in schools. And when they did that, because, when you say prayer in schools, it was almost like a ritual of behavior. When people would pray, they feel a certain thing when they come on, they pray, so they make them try to conduct themselves in a certain way throughout the day. And so when you took that away from those people that needed that as a control mechanism, oh boy, bring on the crack on the school, smoke squares under the steps, and everything.
But also when we pray, I remember when prayer was in schools, when the Arabs or the Hebrews, whatever these other people was there, the ones that had the Indians with the dot on their heads, and when they had them people was in the school and they didn't agree with Christianity, they would allow them to go outside of the classroom.
Yeah.
While the Christians prayed.
Yeah, because I had an Islamic partner back in the day then. I can't even think of his name. He had one of them long names. His name was about 26 letters long. But yeah, he would definitely go out to school. And I remember his parents came up there one day because and we had a detention teacher. Miss Cook was our detention teacher. And she tried to make that boy take his thing. It was a girl, I'm sorry. Make that girl take this her traditional dress off of her head. And that little girl, we was in the 7th grade. That little girl was not going. She was not going. She had that little girl suspended, and when her folks came up to the school,
they changed.
Oh, they was speaking in their language, boy, and it was going disown.
Rob Green said, I've explained to her my personal convictions and I respect hers. I hope to make her my wife one day. She is a beautiful, smart, and talented woman.
Rob Green, Dr. Ray
Hagans.
Start watching Dr. Ray Hagan and just put it on when sis is around, and everything like that. And I'm telling you, watch what happens. Dr. Hagan's, man, that's the key from where y'all are right now, y'all relationship. Dr. Hagan is the perfect person for y'all to be listening to and start getting, in that way to help her
Dr.
make
Ray,
her evolution out of Christianity. Once y'all get on the same plane, y'all gonna be straight. It's gonna be so much stress off of y'all, both of y'all shoulders.
Yes, because Dr. Ray Hagans used to be a Baptist minister for 25 plus years. And he turned and now he is an African-centered doctor and psychologist, licensed as well. And he has a way of breaking things down for people that's making that transition, that's trying to get that stronghold, that religious stronghold out of their lifestyle. So Dr. Ray Hagan is definitely a pick for a recommendation that we recommend wholeheartedly to help you deal with their issue as well. So I'm glad that you asked that. That's awesome. Okay, we're gonna go forward with the comments. Let's see. Okay, Keon said integration was the worst thing since slavery that could have happened to us. Absolutely.
Got that white ice in.
Look at history. History speaks for itself.
That's
okay.
It. Malcolm X said history is best. History serves best to award you for your historical research.
So now he said they messed that up in the 60s. Wanted to be with them. I am so disappointed. Now it made us be behind about 100 years, seem like. Miss Hitter said they assimilate us because of the fear of being neglected or losing out of things they want, our parents then. But since we are old and all grown folks, we see it was a big mistake. Go on, Mr. Hillary.
It's just part of the learning curve, too, I say, too. You know, for like, now, niggas like Bobby Rush. I'm not talking about them. Ex-Black Panther, and then you turn around and you go and you want to do the whole whoop. I'm not talking about them type of folks. I'm talking about the people that didn't know. They thought they was doing the best for their children and, you know, sending them out. Those are the people that I'm talking about.
Jackie C said, greetings and blessings, Power Future, and the whole Big family. Hey, Felicia Brown, what's up?
Felicia Brown, what's up, Fifi?
Visual Newer said, facts. That's absolutely. We are the only ones that feel we must be inclusive. All other cultures' only concern is preserving their own culture. Okay? And what I say, religion is nothing but the deification of somebody's culture. And we know that it ain't of African-centeredness culture.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay? Sure, so we got to deify our own self in our own culture. Hey to all my soul sisters and brothers, Synovia said. Kiana said, you are unequally yoked. I am a Christian. I know God for myself. You have to know God for yourself because I understand how Christianity has been used for evil. All right.
Let me tell you, I watched a movie. It's not a religious movie, but the movie is called Valhalla Rising. And it would tell you about the spread of Christianity in Europe and how it was used on each other. It's a very violent movie, very violent. So if you got the stomach for it, but it got some tidbits and some facts in that joker that you'll learn about the cross, the symbolism for the cross, and the whole 9 yards.
Kiana said, I teach my children African history. We talk about how religion was used to enslave us and keep us in bondage. Honestly, it's so sad.
I don't feel you, Kiana. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, family. I just had to check in and see what's up. Big Shaka,
what's up, man?
Hey, Big Shaka, we miss you. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button, family. Yes, Dr. Ray Hagan for sure is the truth. Yes. Thank you for that, Big Shaka. I was brought up in Christian. Now I just believe in God. Married to a practicing Muslim. I have not converted. We just respect each other's relationship with the Creator. Equals Fulani Asante marriage. Go on, Nana Prima.
Look, and that is so.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna tell y'all something
to you
that I have noticed about our brothers and sisters in Islam. Some of them depend on what faction Islam that they're in. It's not a lot of persecution that comes from them with other people. It's like they can kind of like, okay, well, that's your thing. You know, you do your thing because they are very secure in what they believe in. Now, I can't say that.
Kiana said, what's the name of that movie again, baby? That you just mentioned.
Movie? What was I just talking? Oh, Valhalla Rising. Valhalla, like, you know, it's like the Vikings, and the Vikings like Norse and Norwegian mythology. It's called Valhalla. Was supposed to be like the 2520s heaven, you know, in their belief system. So it's called Valhalla Rising. And it's a very violent movie, but it's talking about the spread of Christianity and how they had attacks and was rolling and forcing people into Christianity. It's like when it first burst out of the cave, for lack of a better term, when it first burst out of the cave and came on the scene. That's what that movie is about. But it's cold, boy.
Yeah, you have to watch it first, cause Your children, if you got small
Yeah, no, it's not
children,
no for no kids
children.
now. No. Because me and Zola was watching it at first when it first came on, and she like, Granddad, this is too violent. And I was like, you're right, babe, don't watch this. So she got on something else.
Why is the criminal activity and the degradation of our people the force of European culture? We have to ask ourselves these things. Why? Why is criminal activity and the degradation of our people the force of European culture?
That's how they are.
This is just
that
savage. This the savage nature. Okay, and this is why we have got to change this right now. Hey y'all. Hey Nay.
12:30.
That's why we have got to, because this activity is a major component in our destruction. Okay, and the atmosphere and our environment creates criminal activity, and that's why they do it, because they can't live if there is no more criminal activity going on in the black folks neighborhood. It's going to be a lot of jobs lost, a lot of police stations closing down if it in fact that we get it together, and when we get it together.
Do y'all believe that is a African black society that has existed for hundreds of years that does not have a police force and never has? And they have a zero criminality rate, zero crime rate. I'm just talking about the one I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
It's a zero crime rate.
I'm just talking about the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's one right there, because that's the only one that I think I know. But I'm saying, do you think that that's possible?
A lot of people don't think it's possible.
The Palenque people of South America. Do the research on them Palenque people, and you will see. I watched the document. I mean, it wasn't even a document. It was a video yesterday. This young brother was over there in South America. The boys speak Portuguese and Spanish, and he over there locked up, look like somebody off limb bleed. He over there running through the cornfields, simulating running away from the plantation in South America with the Palenque people. Man, them folks like my cousins right down the street in South Memphis. I swear they do. They was just cool and inviting. And he went to a little backyard restaurant where the sister was cooking fish in her backyard and the whole 9 yards. And zero crime rate.
I got to find that documentary so I can show y'all. It was a great documentary, and I want to share it with y'all.
We are capable of doing that and behaving ourselves as such without the institution of these criminal justice systems that's turning us out, and these old crazy educational systems, because these people been educating their own children for years. Because the guy that was helping the brother on the video, he was multilingual. You don't just get that by osmosis. Somebody had to teach you that.
No matter how many positions we take in Babylon, if we don't have right education, are we perpetuating the evil cycle of domination over ourselves? These are questions that we gotta ask, because it seems like it's so simple, but it really is more simple than we think. But we just have to think about it and how these things are affecting us. Because we always talking about the first senator and the first governor of Georgia and the first mayor of a all-white town somewhere, and the first this and then the third, and then we get in these positions and we perpetuate the same evil cycle over dominating and racism and white supremacy, and we just think that it's just good just to say we done accomplished something by say we the first.
I am the first.
When we got all these firsts over here on the continent of Africa.
Buck Obama got in the office. They come to, we got our first African president. We got our first black president. Your native cousin have been having 52, 56 presidents for who knows how long. Fool, stop it.
That's where we feel our
homework
accomplishments come from.
Future put on here and said, no matter how many positions we take in Babylon, if we don't have the right education, we are perpetrating the evil cycle of domination over ourselves. Perfect move for y'all to watch, because it exemplifies pretty much everything that we talking about on this list. Is a movie called A Spook Who Sat by the Door. It's a must watch. My father read, let me tell you something. This was the first book that I read that my daddy gave me, even before the autobiography of Malcolm X. He gave me that as a teen, but I read this book when I was a very, very, very young boy. I'm talking before I reached 10. The Spook That Sat by the Door. It's a movie out. You probably can see it on YouTube or something. But watch that movie. It tells you about assimilation. It tells you about sellouts. It tells you about the educational system. It talk about your street soldiers. It talk about all of that. And it's a damn good flick, too.
Hey, Gunna Locks, peace and blessings, family. What's
Gunna
up
Locks,
with you,
long
sis?
time.
Felicia Brown said, I love Dr. Higgins. I watch his live every Sunday morning to start my day. We do too. Love the African in you. And when we get together, there ain't nothing we can do. You're easy. You're easy. Easy to love.
Oh, y'all didn't hear that bass, boy. That's where it's set.
As you spoke about praying in the schools, I remember when I was little, the conditioning of us to think that Haiti paying for their voodoo is that evil. We see now how untrue that was. Mr. Hillary, you just spoke
you better
something.
Say something, man.
Because they made us think Haiti was the epitome of hell.
Juju's, hoodoo, and voodoo.
You hear me?
That's all we used to hear.
Now we realize it was our own spirituality they was turning us against.
I got so pissed off, boy, when I found out about that Tarzan situation. And I got an auntie that used to love to watch Tarzan. I'm trying to watch the Super Friends Saturday morning. I don't want to watch no Tarzan. Johnny Wise Miller with them leather pants on, them leather drawers on, swinging through these trees on them trampoline wires.
Controlling the whole jungle. Ooh. They some.
Then all the black ones.
Oh no, I watch and review first before I introduce it to my children. LOL, I feel children are exposed to too much too soon these days due to access to technology. You saw right, Kiana.
Exposure.
Yes, it can be done. Facts.
Don't let them suffer from the OE. That's what I call it. Don't let them suffer from the OE.
Overexposure.
Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
We are the strongest race of people and they are the weak, so they have to try to destroy the strongest.
Yep.
Yes. Mr. Lang said, during crisis, I see how much people believe in their own religion. Mind-boggling. Just some old humble goog. Yo, big sis, bro, peoples. What's up with the miscellaneous? Yes, it's true. What do you guys think about the city Akon is building in Senegal, Africa? It sounds like he's trying to build a place like that. I've been looking into it a lot.
I won't say reservation because I don't have nobody. He's trying to do something, but
the money, follow the money.
A lot of them Eases, man. King Ben, the boy in the bed with a lot of them Eases, man. Them nieces, yeah. So we got to see how they work out. Is that you just get some money? You know, we need to see them internal financial workings because you follow the money when you're looking for the thief.
We have already seen how these folks have taken over Zambia, for example.
Zambia is the first Chinese colony in Africa.
Yes. Our ancestors knew the power. That is why nonsense religion brought into manipulation, Mr. Hillary. It's true. Okay, nothing could be more true than your last statement, sister. Anja Africa, the facts. Autocorrect, Africanized. That was a powerful movie. Real game and powerful information in those I mentioned. Search Real Black on YouTube for the movies, family. Thank you to Diasporan. That's true. The Real. I watched that channel.
Real Black.
I've been on that channel for a minute now. That's good information to Diasporan. Thank you and welcome to Living My Best Life in Ghana. Y'all please like and share the live as well. Hit the like button, share, support. Thank you, Wisdom. Kweku Agbo. Okay, Nana. Fremont said China has the majority shares in Akon Village.
Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You talk that shit to us like it's all good, and then you turn around and give the very people of the majority share. First of all, they should have no damn shares.
At all.
Why you can't solicit all these billionaires? I ain't talking about these old sucker billionaires. I'm talking about it's a bunch of African billionaires.
He got money himself.
I'm saying if you don't want to just finance it all by yourself, you might not want to go that deep in your own pocket. Holler at your homies, man.
It's not like it's not going to be profitable, but we don't have any. We have to make sure we have more faith in our own behind our own money. We always got to add some strange money in there that's going to take advantage of us. The Orientals have found a say in Akon City. They financing it. And
it just seems like it's just not enough if it's all African, all black. It just seems like it's not enough. I don't understand that. I don't understand. I don't see the need for me to have anybody else involved in my situation unless I'm looking for some form of validation from these folks. Them folks don't like you, bro. For real.
It's true.
Damn, man, this ain't hard. This ain't but still, when I look at Akon, I go back and look at some of my brother's videos and interviews from before. I see his mindset. And it's, I mean, you know, you can holler Pan-Africanist all day long, but your actions gonna speak louder than your words, bro.
How does the evil history of racism and white supremacy have a direct impact on things, the way things are set up to destroy us and keep us laborers of the dominant force?
Yep, there go the answer right there.
Education, it keeps us laborers of the dominant force, and it also brainwashes us very, very well. So we will never want anything African. We want validation. We want somebody else to do it for us. We don't feel like we can do things on our own. We can't do it by ourselves, and we all don't understand how this setup, this evil system that's set up across the globe, how it directly impacts us and it leads us for our own destruction. Okay, we got to get out of this mindset. We got to get rid of this slave mentality. We got to get rid of that. We don't have nothing inside of us but whatever they allow us to do. And being the first and heads of their companies and the CEOs and the COOs and the supervisors and running their companies and putting and investing a lot of time. We always talking about we ain't got a lot of time. And we out of time. But we got 20, 30, 40 years to invest in corporations that do not benefit us, just give us a little material things and a little money to sustain us until we die up out of here because they done worked our bones, worked us to the bones. Okay? I support the ADDI Future City Finance going to be built by us, run by us. Shouts out to the ambassador, Dr. Ericana Humborder Cole. Okay.
That's where he was responding to Nana Front, but said Wakanda City they built near Cape Coast could not have found a better name, not one from Hollywood, and who's financing that one? Yeah, that one right now, as far as the name Wakanda City, I'm kind of cool with the Wakanda City. Well, and the reason I say that, Nana, is because that came from a lot of black minds here in the States. And they, even though they was working in Hollywood, you know, that movie turned out to be an anomaly. That movie turned out to really serve a different purpose than what originally the intent was. Because if you saw the phenomena that happened around the world with African and black people, to have our story told, not just being the first black or we black, but told in a futuristic environment where we know that without interference, our continent could have really been looking like that. I mean, really. So I dig that, but like I said, the financing is the part. We're gonna see who finances it, but that one by Cape Coast that Dr. Chamra Quo is doing, shit, I don't know if I said her name right. Arikana Quo is doing. That's the one. That's the one to look at. And it's a bunch of them jokers too.
And I think the reason why the Wakanda City was used because that's what everybody know as a futuristic Africa. And you want to reach people where they are. Right. You know what I'm saying? So if you say Wakanda City, just say, for instance, if you built a city, you wouldn't use a name that is unfamiliar with people that people can't relate to because nobody will come. But if you use ideas and names that's close to people's mind that make them excited, then they want to be a part of it, then you have done your job already before the city is built. You can expect a dynamic turnout. Many people will come and want to be involved in all of those things. We have to reach our people where they are. And that's why we use names like that will support. You know what I'm saying? That we can get the support that's needed and our people can turn in a great way toward, you know, things that we do in the name of black, that's done by black, that's powered by black, that's run by black, and so on and so forth.
I'm gonna tell y'all this little power move I saw, and I want to do a little bit more research on it to make sure that the hands is black all the way. But it was a Tesla automotive designer, black guy, that's going into business, making his own black-owned super sports cars. Him and Master P is getting together, putting that thing together and doing it like that. They say black folks need their own sports cars, and they're coming out with a line of luxury and affordable sports cars for black folks. You know, they're not just gonna sell to black folks, but I'm just saying it's gonna be a black-owned company, black car, black distribution. So we just do our research on it to make sure, because you got to look for the hidden pinkness. If it's any hidden pinks around, but we want to put our efforts and our well African wishes behind it, because I'm gonna get me one.
Kiana said the Chinese are very racist. They can't stand black people. When I say that black people get mad,
they do. Let them go on over. Take your ass. Go to China and see if they like you. Take that trip. I had one lined up. My wife was gonna send me to China when I got my black belt, and we got the. I'm not going to no damn China.
Yes, that was many years ago.
No.
Well, now we know where we was right for changing our minds about that. Because when I started certain documentaries, I started coming up on. Dr. Amos Wilson talked about it. No, and Dr. John Henry Clark said we don't have no friends.
Ain't no friends.
Okay, and when and Dr. Amos Wilson said the Chinese don't have no constitution. They don't have no allegiance whatsoever to our people, so it's nothing for them to dominate us and do us worse, even worse, or the same, or even worse than what we have already experienced already. So you can't trust nobody. The end of that. So supervisors and running the company, I feel like at least trying to make a real life. Wakanda is supposed to be for diasporans to come home to.
That's right, man. That's right. I want to live in a city in my platinum years that with flying cars. Like I said, I want to see somebody come up with my electric railway street, magnetic electricity, railway streets, elevated with the flying cars on them joints. I want all that, man, but I want it all in Africa, and I want it how I want it.
Yes, Felicia Brown said, Power, check out slingshot.polaris.com. This can be Africanized.
Is that the slingshot, the motorcycle little car like racing little situation, Felicia?
Big Shocker said early adopters make millions. If you want to have the cryptocurrency that they use in Akon City, it's called XLM. The city will not be complete for 5 years. The diaspora, I'm very leery of Akon City. Other cultures have used black celebrities for generations to carry out agendas. Colonialism 101. They lend you money to build, and when you can't pay, foreclosure.
Come get that. I need to get that. That's how they've been taking them damn ports in Africa too.
From what I gather, ADDI is looking for donations from us, the diasporans only, not outsiders, as the Honorable Dr. Arikana said. She put her own money in it and want us to keep contributing, Mr. Hillary said. Master P is a real one.
Yeah, P, he trying to do his thing. You gotta wash them hands, make sure the hands stay black.
Aunt Africa say, I say that all the time. We line up eat at MSG and eat food from behind bulletproof glass, but won't eat healthy. Man. They don't eat or buy from us.
Not a damn thing. I have never seen a Chinese person in a black establishment. Not one, whether it's food, whether it's a restaurant, whether it's a clothing store, with beauty supply. Only reason they're gonna be in there is because they're selling us our own beauty products. I ain't never seen them. I have never, and I rarely, be honest with you, I rarely see Chinese people in grocery stores.
Okay.
I rarely do. I'm trying to think of that.
You got to go. They be in their own grocery stores. They got grocery stores all over the place.
With their Chinese writing and whatever different kind of writing in their areas.
Frank said, Wakanda City, I saw some interview authorities look around entire Africa. Ghana was favorite place to be built. They should build more in Africa.
Yeah, it's coming.
Chiquita said, do the CIA have their hands in Bitcoin, meaning illegal money trading? Everyone should look out when certain things become popular. There's a hidden agenda behind it. Yes, Chiquita, I think you got a point right there. I think Master P always prefer to remain independent from the Pink Galaxy people. I could be wrong, but that is what I gathered.
I mean, I've seen a lot of his moves. Like I even looked at his company with his clothes and his shoes. And you know, he got some folks all the way down, not Pinks, but he got us, you know, coming on down the board.
I got you, Chiquita. Evans Adakwa say, Aquaba family. What's up, Evans? Yes, I think so, but car like Felicia said.
Yeah. I went in, brother took me on the ride of one of them shots.
Big Shocker said the Chinese don't eat chitlins. Ghana Lock said, "Yep, those dirty glasses and 3-day-old rice that they sell, and hell, the line out the door used to. But I tell you one thing." This whole situation that's going on right now, I don't see too many people sitting at them restaurants. They've been closed, as a matter of fact, on a regular basis.
All that goddamn, maybe the blood pressure rates can go down.
How about we try to connect to crowdfund to invest in Katunka Motors or Sun Motors for them to build electric cars controlled by our servers, not the system. Don't trust Elon Musk's self-driving system.
You bet not. They're going to drive your ass straight to the police station and lock you in the car.
Instead of drag you straight to the ocean and dump you in there.
That's something I'm not with. I like control over my own life. How am I going to get in the car talking about I put a GPS in there to send me somewhere and go to sleep in the car and the car drive me there? No.
I'm just saying, pal, you won't see they support their own. They will come long enough to steal an idea and it's a recipe and duplicate cheaper.
Yeah, they didn't put a term on the answer. They call that shit reverse engineering. Nigga, you stealing. We call it stealing, biting, jacking. That's what we call it, and that's what they doing.
Hey, look, Chiquita said, did Trump expose China for using TikTok to spy on America?
Yeah, then they put that jump back up. They undo everything
said, drive you straight to the police station.
Man, I'm telling you. Shaka, you get it there, you know what I'm saying, run around one of them trees or something, that judge just cloop, cloop, bloop, like all your doors. You try. They turn the steering wheel control off, it just drive your ass straight to the precinct. No, man, I'm out. I'm cool on that, bro. No, sir. I got to control me. I'm telling you. I saw, what was that movie with Will Smith in it? iRobot. You see how fast them cars are driving on iRobot? I got to control that, man. Then they say the speed of rate of driving is moving so fast, the human's reflex action response time is not enough to, hey, bro, look, whatever I can overcome. If I can snatch flies out the air, I can drive this car. And I can really do that, snatch flies.
African minds are delicate, impressionable, and should be taught correctly and in an African-centered way in order to create a greater perception, to label ourselves, our self-image, and the narrative of ourselves and our people. We got to understand how delicate the mind is and impressionable it is in our education age and stages, even though we should be taught until we 40 years old. That's how we did it in Africa.
Yeah, my grandson is saying that now. This man 5.
Okay.
He telling people, you're not born till you're 40.
That's why you ain't born until you turn 40, because you know what you need to know, and you don't waste a lot of time going in debt in psychedelic racist school system that only creates debt for you to be burdened and stressed out about after you receive it, and you still don't get paid for the so-called certificates and diplomas that you receive.
My pop tell us that reason they say you're not born till you're 40, because in that time between birth and 40 years old, you've had enough time to cycle through life enough times to know what's right, to know what's wrong, to know what you like, to know what you can adapt yourself to do it.
Tesla bake cars.
Ooh, hey, man, that'll be over with right there. Just leave it, then put one with the Shaka with the pop-up door on there, the little Lamborghini door on that joint, just leave it open with the truck running. You get in that junk, say, hey, drive you straight to the sink.
No way, I'm cool on those self-driving robots called cars.
I'm telling you, man, I'm cool. JC, I'm not doing it.
I'm telling you, this is why we got to understand why our African children, us as a child, can you just remember when you was young, how impressionable your mind was? I remember if I had been taught right education back then, because it's a lot of stuff I remember when I was a child that I don't remember now, certain instances. But I feel like I retained the most and absorbed the most during those ages that Dr. Amos Wilson talk about, creating a black genius and a black child, you know what I'm saying? Those were very impressionable ages that they took advantage of us. That's why you got to be very leery and very cautious when you allow your 12-year-old geniuses that's in college to be recruited by Harvard and Yale and Armed Forces of America and this and then the third. You better be very cautious because those the same children will grow up and come and kill the whole neighborhood.
They have a disconnect. They have a total social and psychological disconnect from their people.
You just give them over to the slaughter. You just give them over to them, and they don't do a job on them too. And we got to recognize what we're dealing with. Elon was trying to get into Africa to take lithium for his batteries, but that country said no. Now he's trying to get it from America. Mining this is a health hazard.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Then that shit is volatile.
Wisdom Kwaku said this is a Scorpio thing to have the control and space of our own existence. We cannot, I repeat, we don't allow anything to take control of ourselves, period.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. I feel like that. If you're trying to tell me what to do, I have a real problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about for real. Especially if I know you're not righteous. You know, I'm not saying I'd rebut everything that I'm taught, because I have teachers that I've sat down at their feet, like Dr. Smalls, my dad, and my people like that. But if you on some police, man, please, you better get your away from me.
Chiquita say, is Elon the Tesla guy that want to block out the sun with Bill Gates?
Yep.
Yes.
Shooting all that space trash up, sky trash all up in damn space.
Mr. Hiller said, I peeped that too on iRobot. Did you watch a movie that system say by 2079 or so that robots would be way smarter than humans? I think the name is Doomsday. Yep. Could be wrong, but insightful movie.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And it was another what was it? It was another movie. That was iRobot, where they was shipping all the was it iRobot? Where they was mailing all the robots out to people. Yeah, that was iRobot. Everybody had to have one. But that's how they do it. If you follow your history tells you the world will be subjugated, not by war, but it'll go out with a whimper, and people will ask for it. They'll ask for that oppression. And if you see it, that's what we at now. Oh, I need my shot. I gotta put my mask on. I gotta go work out my mask. Man, come on, man. You're a self-control, self-check. That's what you're doing. Self-check. You know how you get a shocker, you know how you get out on the court, everybody out there trying to hoop, and it's just that one dude, he's so goofy, you don't even stick him because he gonna fumble the ball, some go out of bounds, gonna turn over anyway. That's self-check.
Yeah. That's so true.
You stick, he come out there with the ball, somebody passing the ball, if that's your man, you like, I ain't even self-check, I ain't even got to stick him.
Why do we allow the same people who had us enslaved and trust them with our precious minds, which assist in our own destruction?
Pork.
What?
Pork. That's what the pork mind. That's what it is. The pork mind. We got to break loose from that pork mind.
Isn't that because we just want to be left alone so bad, or we want to assimilate so bad? What is it?
Because we always seeking approval from our captors. It's almost like Stockholm syndrome in an aspect with a little different spin on it. We always want to see, because they have, how can I put it? It's like presently they have the standard for being civilized set at their rate, if y'all follow what I'm saying. So with us, that being the standard for so long through all of our generations, we want to attain that rate of being. You know what I'm saying? We want to make sure, if I do it, I got to make sure it's on this standard. Or I got to get my paperwork to do this. I got to get this to do that. I got to show myself approved. And that shit just ain't what it is, man. I show myself approved to my parents, to my grandparents, to myself, to my wife, to my grandchildren, to my children. That's who I'm concerned with showing my approval to, and my learning, my educational road. That's who I want to show it to my people. Yeah, I didn't even say that. I got to add that to my people in general as a whole. I want to be a contribution to my race.
Is it because of this why we don't value our own scholars that teach us against theirs? Why do we be intimidated when we are asked to support our own institutions of African-centered learning?
Them niggas I don't want to get them niggas nothing, man. Them niggas gonna spend their money, man. They ain't gonna open up the school. They ain't gonna. Why I gotta give my money to charity? Them black folks ain't gonna do that. But that fat white girl sit up Saturday night at the Soul Train eating them chips and them cookie chips all on a cleavage, and tell you, say, all we need is 65 cents. All we need is 65 cents a month. That's it. And you can feed all of these little hungry babies. Oh. You can feed all of these little things. Would you like to have one? They used to say that shit on the commercial. Wouldn't you like to have one? You're not buying no vans. These are kids.
Say what, baby?
You buying vans like you buying shoes or something. Man, don't get me started on these folks.
Andre Africa says self-oppression equals believing in U.S. politics.
Ooh,
tricks. I call it politics.
You better say something, sister.
I'm telling you, go on with it, Andre Africa. Johnny Boy said, greetings, family. What's up with you, Johnny?
Johnny Boy, what's up, JB?
Yeah, they could beg for it in order to work those shots. They are dependent on the system to survive. Sad.
Yeah, it's sad, man.
I love you, my black family. We love you back.
JB, yeah, man. Mr. Hillary, they got our elders, man. Some, I won't say all of them, because my 96-year-old granddad said, I'm not taking no shot. I'll wear this little old mask, but I was in the Navy. They're not going to shoot me up when he go. And I'll be like, yeah, granddad, this is my 96. Ain't got sense like that.
Why do we get intimidated when we're asked to support our own institutions of African-centered learning? Because we have been taught from a very early age to hate ourselves and love everything outside of ourselves. We have been taught that very, very well. That's why they made sure that they had us on education. They made sure that they attracted whatever it needed to say and do to control our education, to teach us wrong, to teach us to be vulnerable, to teach us to be submissive, to teach us to be intimidated by our own Africanness and our own culture. And when you take a person's education, you kill the knowledge of self. You kill their ability to sustain themselves self-independent. You kill themselves to be self-royal and loyal people to their own culture. That's why they took it and they don't want us to get it back. They're not going to allow us to take education back very, very easily. So all of us have got to be thinking on how we're going to do it for ourselves. Tim said 2520s now stop passing out smallpox blankets. Different form. Thank you, bro. What's up with you, bro? Still passing them out. Still. Man, I'm about to catch a live. What's up, family? Newbie King in the house.
Kissing, which is up.
Power. Miscellaneous said. Man, I'm telling y'all. That's why we don't value Dr. Amos Wilson like we should. And we should be, instead of saying, go and study it in the medical journalism or the medical association promotes white scholars all day. And if they support a black one, you better watch out.
What's that nigga name? I got to call him a nigga too. You got to say, what's that nigga's name? I got his face in my head. I always trying to be on the hip hop scene.
Eric Mike. And that other one with that ugly fro.
With that spider teeth. What's his name?
When they support them,
Cornel West.
When they support them, you know you better watch out. They gonna usher your butt right in. You're gonna be laying on your back when you go under the slaughter machine.
Call him Bordell Mess instead of Cornel West. Bordell Mess. Sorry, they have an art of skillfully articulating the English language to uphold their cowardice. That's what they do.
Ooh, I can't stand them. Ooh, I can't stand them.
I had an elder put me on that one right there, boy. He say they have, what is, how did our brother say? He said they have he says a specific way of using the English language to justify their cowardice. They can fix them words up so pretty. And once you break them all down and look up all them terms and definitions, them niggas ain't said nothing.
Every question I go, I'm there. Hey, Eric, it's been a while. We love you. Welcome back. When we want something for ourselves and culture, we are then made to feel guilty and pressure to have a 25-20 in our business.
Man, so it's
this goes to show you it's a terrible thing they did on us. Terrible. Wish I knew that when I know how about the education trap, never would have borrowed all that damn
Oh, that's
money.
my sister right there. That's my
Peace
sister
and
right there.
blessings,
What's up?
family. Hey! Papali y'all in the
What's
house.
up?
Hey, Papali y'all. I know, baby. The education trap, baby.
Man, hey, you know that did. I'm so glad I
Borrowed
shot
all
pool.
that money. I'm so glad I just couldn't take another.
Let me tell
After
y'all.
they bust me out my neighborhood and send me to them Crackerfield school, crack, and dealing with all of that racism I saw up front. I dare not go to nobody's school after that because I knew either was the slave master school or the slave master's children's school, one or the other. And there wasn't a choice for me. Okay.
I went to a university when I left high school. College, I had a scholarship, couple of scholarships.
Hey, Miss Grace.
Partial academic, full band scholarship. And when I went, I didn't have nothing to eat when I got there. I didn't have no lunch card or nothing like that. So I had a propensity for being able to play pool. So I shot pool and was hustling at pool games from the Chicago boys and wearing them jokers out. And I paid for my books, my labs. That was my food money.
Let me tell y'all about pool shooting people like Power. They come on along like they just not ineffective and they not, you ain't got nothing to worry about. They just wasting a little money here and there. Boy, when they get on that pool table, him and my son, they the same way.
My son colder than me. That boy, he shoot that thing, man. I'm telling you, I had a pool table when he was about 12 years old, and he was on that thing, getting them skills together. I love it because I did the same thing. My dad, my Uncle Charles. Let me tell y'all something about this man here. Uncle Charles is like a black, that was one of my greatest superheroes. Uncle Charles. So I just put it like that. This man would talk so much cash stuff to you, shoot pool with his left hand. He ambidextrous. Now, he used majority his right hand, but he's ambidextrous. So he'll shoot pool with his left hand and shoot a whole game. You can shoot regular shots. He'll shoot a whole bank shot game and beat you. That's him and my dad. I still can't beat my dad. I think I may have beat my dad once, but I think that joker let me win that game. But cold-blooded. And that's how I paid for my stuff in school to get up out of course, a few other selective things. But we ain't talk about like that. Yeah, man. But I didn't get them. And I see how my partners now that went to school, man, them folks can't get on their feet because they still affected by them grants and loans and student
it's
loans.
Following them.
Man,
it's following
it's
them.
Crazy,
it's
man.
Cold.
And when my money ran out, my educational process ran out. I had to switch on to something else. You know what I mean? So, hey, I wasn't
when
mad.
It ran out.
It was over. I wasn't going to be calling my mama. I knew my mama was struggling. I knew my mama did not have money to send me to no college if I wanted to go. And the only reason I went because I applied. My band director applied. He was like, "Okay, you got to ship to." I forgot the little. It's a band academy that you apply for. I can't remember the name. It was so long ago. But if you get accepted to that academy, then it's like that opens the door for you to get different scholarship offers and whatnot. Yes, give me the money, man.
You already know that ain't number set up for the 25,
it's like we play volleyball. Boom, then you set up for it. Then somebody come and spike the ball. There was a spike set up.
Eric B. Quay said, I remember watching a debate with John Henry Clark and Cornel West, and I love it when John Henry Clark just destroyed Cornel West.
Yeah, corny West.
Corny.
Yeah, corny mess.
Corny mess. Yes.
I don't have no qualms of talking about them jokes, and I talk about them to their face because you made such a disservice to your people. I don't care how you dress it up. That skillful use of the English language to justify your cowardice. Okay, how you make it up. It is what it is.
XDMC said Cornest and Cornell Cornest. Cornel West is Cornest.
Michael Sykton.
And Michael Eric Dyson are the dumbest smart dudes I know. So true about the indoctrination of our children's mind. I remember early school days in Ghana being taught nursery songs from England.
Crazy.
Singing about snow while living in Ghana.
Yes, so buck.
Ghana locks.
Sister, I
Tell the
feel you
truth.
on that one right there.
Tell the truth. The God in me 31 said, happy African Day to kings and queens on the plantation, but happy you are alive. I need it. So much 2520s in the building right now.
Man.
Gone to God in me 31 true. But not only that, the so-called educational system is how they begin to teach our little ones that we are inferior.
Yes, sir.
All the subliminal lessons hidden in so-called education is sad.
Look, Nubian King, I think I said this once before. In my was third grade, third or fourth grade. I had a teacher named Miss Toller. Miss Toller had her class. She was black. Miss Toller, she was about this color black. Miss Toller had her class set up in color scheme. The white males were first in the row close to her desk. After that was the white females. After that was the light-skinned female black students. Then the light-skinned male black students. Then the darker colors, the browns and all the blacks. Darker children was in the back of the class. And when I say this lady, this was like really being in like a little black white supremacist classroom, to be honest with you. She was buck.
Nubian King said, then we go to so-called black schools where their mascot is a Viking or a Trojan. Then we pledge some Greek letter fraternity.
Oh!
Greek.
Boy, don't you get me... Let me sit up. Don't you get me started on that.
Coonell West.
Coonell West. Oh, Eric, you right on the thing. We got two. What you just said right there, Nubian King, we got both of them examples right here in this town. What I mean by that is the first one, right around the corner from where we are, we got when I'm talking about all black school in the hood, bro. The Hillcrest Vikings. And with a big white Viking on top of the damn school.
And when we was young, my brother tried to get up there and snatch that Viking down, and he got a trespass charge. My brother tried to pull that damn Viking down up out that school many, many years ago.
And the second thing about that Greek situation, now I'm calling these as niggas, and I'm just gonna say it because this is my experience with them.
Nubian King said, "Wow, color-coded students
all day, bro.
That's insane.
All day. That lady was buck, man. That's the one who called me a black piece of trash when I was in third grade. I asked her something. I didn't know whether to go home and tell my mama or whatever. And she was like, man, my mama came back to that school. That's the first time I seen my mama go ham, boy. Boy, mama went up in that thing. She's, baby, stand outside. And I know when she talked quick like that, it's about to pop out. It was sparklers and firecrackers and fireworks and everything popping off in that school. My mama got finished that late.
Why were we misled into integrating our social experience into the destruction and the crisis we feel now, still to this day? African-centered resolution is an education revolution.
That's it.
An education renaissance. We need it right now.
We got our own groups. As far as like the Greek situation, I was talking about how it's a slave breaking process when you pledge.
Yes.
I don't, even if I know some people on here might be Greek, but you think about what you went through, especially if you was male.
The more I see it, the more I hate it.
They beat them niggas. I'm gonna keep it all the way real right here. They beat them. They beat them folks. They break your spirit. They break you down to the lowest form. Cut your eyebrows off and everything. Break you down to the lowest form. Some of them they put diapers on. And then you turn around at the end of your 6 to 9 week pledge period, they want me to call you brother, and you give me a shirt in return. And then you pay for that beating because you got to pay pledge dues. You out your mind.
We want to be a part of something so bad. Why don't we go home and create our own fraternities of order?
Called the Zulu Summer, you know what I'm saying, the Sayatsit tribe, any damn thing, man.
American school system got people thinking Egypt is a part of the Middle East, man. Shaking my damn head. Just that easy. We can look at the map and see that Egypt is in Africa and call it the Middle East. If it's the Middle East, where is the Middle West? Where is the Middle North? Where is the Middle South? That's what Ashraf Kwesi said. If you got a Middle East, you're supposed to have a Middle West, a Middle North, and a Middle South, and it ain't supposed to be in the middle of Africa, okay?
I'm trying to see how Kemet is in the middle of any goddamn thing. If you're trying to take, because I used to always show a picture of the Middle East, they'll show you this circular picture. You'll see like, what is it, Spain, not Spain, what is it, the Mediterranean. You'll see the Mediterranean. Then you see that water, body of water right there, like it's a lake. That's a goddamn ocean. And then you'll see Egypt, Kemet, Algeria, Libya, That's just show like this is Africa here. They just show you that little top power with Algeria, Libya, and then Egypt over here. Then they'll swoop through the water other side and show you the Mediterranean. It's not no Middle East, man. Them two different continents, man. Liars.
I got that beat. In the second grade, I had a weird 2520 man who made all us sing Puff the Magic Dragon. That song is about drugs and demon realms.
Puff the Magic Dragon. Puff. I guess he was Puff because he was high out of his mind. I never thought about that.
The 7 entrepreneurs said, been quietly listening to y'all all today, having a rough day, but I had to shout when you all reference how they break us down using the educational system. Much love.
Sister.
Much love to you, sister. Sending you positive and strong energy. We love you. And I'm glad that you stuck your head in here. We love you and we support you no matter what. Just whatever you need, just let us know.
No soldiers and soldierettes go through them days.
Yes,
so,
we do.
You know, tomorrow gonna be
we got you, sis. We used to your high energy. We love
all
you,
day.
Savvy, and keep your head up, baby. We love you. For real, you remember, you got support. Brother Malcolm said only a fool would allow his enemy to teach his children. Go on, Nubian King. Show said it. Eric Quasey say that. Middle East shaking my head. That power is true. Concept, I'm from the BKNYC, so they got that smoke in the dark when they tried it. Conditioning, teaching us to assimilate. Oh, yes. This U.S. military and so-called Greek frats sorts break you down in that manner, pure ignorance. That's why they have to own you, and you can't have no resistance against it when they make you sign a dotted line before you get in there.
I had a friend when I was in school, right? He was the Polmar Kappa Alpha Psi. He was the president of Kappa Alpha Psi when I was there. And we was cool like long before this, you know, so we was boys, you know. So I went in all their parties for free. I had all the perks and didn't participate in none of that crap that they had going on. Them niggas, they did not like that. So my partner tried to tell me one day, come on, man, just go to the entrance meeting. I said, man, I'm not interested. He said, man, just come on, just go for me. Bro, the bros want to see this. So I fell up in there just because I had no interest. That was not my thing. I went up in there. So we in there all, you know, they talking their little crap. Now I'm looking at all these jokers in there. Y'all so weak, man. I'll whoop all y'all in here, to be honest with you. So they had us all lined up. It's like 40 of us in there lined up. They say this. They tell the man on your right, take your right hand and slap the man on your left. Ooh. So it'd be like a bap, 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 bap situation going down the line. So at that point, that was it for me. I told the dude next, I said, bro, you slap me, man, I'm gonna break your arm, man. And I ain't no tough guy, nothing like that. But I'm a Scorpio. I'm gonna fight. I'm just gonna tell you straight up. I'm with it.
Scorpion, nice.
Hey, and so the sergeant, what you say? He run down there, nigga, what you say? Man, I grabbed that, man. We tore that room up, man. Them folks kicked me out of there, man. So I can't ever come back to I can't pledge later in the future. I'm like, I don't care, no way, man. Get the hell out of my face, man. And the next day, I was at the party. I was mad. Anyway,
to determine your perception, African-centeredness equals self-empowerment by removing glutinous appetites of European living and death styles and grasping the epitome of gluttonous. Gluttonous. But I want to pronounce it like Africans supposed to pronounce it. I'm getting on that glutinous. Yes, appetites for European living and death styles and grasping the epitome of what we as Africans should be. African-centeredness equals self-empowerment, okay?
All day. When you can speak, how we be on here and we be learning like from what Deanie be teaching us, different South African and Zulu terms, how we speak it, and it just make our brain feel a certain flutter when we do it. We get on that vibration and we learning different stuff, like even Sak Passe, and we learning how to speak and holler at our people in Haiti, and that shit feel good up here. Sure do. That's like good cerebral stimulation for me when I do that up there. Is. And see everybody in the chat doing it and kicking it in. Hey, man.
Yes. African-centeredness, if you want to know what it is, this is it. It's self-empowerment by removing gluttonous appetites for European living, European death styles, and grasping the epitome of what an African should be, what we as Africans should be. And we should be striving for this on a daily basis. And we got to do that by embracing our African culture, our history, our story, and also knowing history itself so that we won't repeat it. We have got to know history. We got to reach back into the past, Sankofa, in order to go through our future. We got to do that. And that's how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to achieve African-centered education. And we got to take it out of the hands of the people that means our destruction head on. Okay, like a car crash, a head-on collision. We got to get rid of it. Let's see who's saying something. Ooh. Team Scorpio agent said.
That's right. Since Scorpio too.
The major key to closing the racial wealth gap is ownership and entrepreneurship. We don't need a seat at your table if we build our own. That's right. I like that. That's right. Mm-hmm. And on that topic, Middle East topic, I never trust a so-called historian who talk about ancient Egypt, but not Nubia, huh? Oh, Nubians too black, too strong. Gone with it. That's true, Nubian king. A house must be united. Parents must present a solid front. When we teach principles to the children, we cannot have one parent making a mockery of everything the other is trying to teach their children.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, that's important.
Got to get on the same page.
Everybody got to be on the same page. That is very important. Thank you, Wisdom Kwaku. Love and light right back to y'all. I love you more than I love watching. Jollof rice and red, my favorites. Okay.
Girl, you made my mouth just.
Okay, but start
watering. Just I was, watch it.
Well, most of the last names all come from the slave masters and are rooted in destruction of our people. These surnames are empty and hollow. That's why we must change our names to mean something. Let me tell you what my name means. The powerful, active God, the black original woman living life of freedom and liberation. And if you want to know what it means, you got to go into the African language to find out. You got to go up in there. Y'all might think I'm crazy, but the other night I had a dream that I went back to Ghana and I went around in the middle of the night burning down all the churches. Everybody crazy. When I went to Morgan State, I wanted to pledge Omega. When I got there, they were off the yard for some reason. But when I saw these jokers and got to know a couple of them, I was like, oh, hell no, Nubian King said.
Tell you, I'm straight.
Brothers, take the helm, embark on a new voyage, name your family tree, establish your core value, provide the financial assistance needed to the next generation to carry forward and do great things. Yes, Wisdom Kwaku, I love it. I remember in college dropping off a book to Karen's class. The other women in her class were like, Karen, that's you? You go, girl. I figured I'd bring it up since we were talking about education. Is that all you gonna bring up, XDLC?
Look, XDLC, that's what they told Karen.
He's so full of himself.
I've been seeing him on the yard, girl. That boy cute. He cute.
Build your own in your own furniture manufacturing plant. No outsourcing. You can do that on the continent. You ain't gotta have.
I know a corner we can turn right now and get every beds, sofas, let out couches and everything built right back there in the shack behind the corner.
Maya said, my grandfather said the panacea of the black man is business. Mm-hmm. He owns several and built a 4-unit that family is still living in and making money off of since 1950 in Miami, plus storefronts.
Maya, to your granddaddy, Maya Watts. For real, because that is exactly what this granddaddy is going to do for his grandkids. I mean that with everything I got to. I look at them babies. I cry in my mind. I can't be doing all that crying shit everywhere all around all the time. But when I look at my grandchildren, just the potential I see in them, it just overwhelms me sometimes. I know they're gonna have go through their little periods where they got to bump their head and you know, but I want to make sure I have enough on the inside of them, enough African on the inside of them where they can go through it, come out on the other side of it, prosper, and do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Because that name, we got rid of that name. We got free babies that's been born now in our lineage. We're about to go ahead and take this DNA and make that DNA jump again. That DNA jump, we got to jump that DNA strand, y'all. I'll tell y'all about that later. We're going to do a whole live on jump.
So let me ask y'all, what if all the ministers of education in Africa abolished all foreigners or slave master colonizers programming that does not allow or does not follow one Mama Africa's curriculum of building minds to rule Africa effectively? Woo! That's the power for all by itself. All by itself. If the ministers of education in Africa abolished all foreigners or slave masters, colonizers, whatever you want to call them, all of their programming that does not follow one Mama Africa's curriculum or building minds to rule Africa effectively. What you think will happen if all the ministers of education, because we love titles, and why don't we use our titles in this way? All of the ministers of education of Africa, all of the ministers of education in Africa use their title to make a education revolution, to revolutionize our education and have us run our own education, have us train and teach our own children effectively from the first time they step in any school. It has to be followed by our curriculum, and we abolish all foreign education and just use our own education to build our minds of African people. This is not hard. It's just got to be a few good people to do this. A few good people. I have a song request for Future and Power. It's a collab between Black American artists and African artists, and the name is Fale Ipupa featuring Olivia Chase. Electric.
Oh, I got
Power is going to look it up. He's going to look it up. Don't worry, you got Van Jones to do all that crying on that Power.
I want to slap him in the head with my telephone. Whap! Shut up, Van.
Maya said, SCI means cure all. Look him up. My grandmother has a school named after her in Miami, too.
I'm coming to Miami. Let me tell y'all something. I ran into two brothers from Miami when I was in Orlando. We was doing the movie release, and I'm talking about these school. Them boys at from right here all this was gold. Everything, but I'm talking about them niggas was cool. I was late, almost get to the thing, messing around with these boys, man. We just ran up on each other on the elevator. And they was like, man, where you going? Where you going? They got that little talk, it's that Miami got that little sound. I was like, man, I'm telling about them. They like, oh, okay, Joe, we gonna come on, we gonna run get something, we gonna come through there. Come to the car with us for a minute, man. So we over there in the car, we talking and chopping up. I thought I'd miss some cousins, man.
Mr. Lane said, I know that feeling, Power, when you love your children so much you cry in your mind.
Yeah,
very powerful emotion. Ain't that something?
Cause Jaja be saying stuff, man, the way he hold his face and the way he'll look and do things, I be like, man, that man looking and talking and acting just like me. God.
They were educated by whites and Europeans. I graduated from an HBCU and the curriculums are still white-based. I'm teaching minds differently and dare my children to challenge their teachers.
That's right.
Maya.
I'm going to tell y'all one of the most influential things that happened to me as far as education is concerned is being in Coach Theodore Anderson's classroom, which is Todd Day's father. Todd Day is a baller. He played for professional ball for the Boston Celtics and somebody else, but we went to school together. But his pop, man, was like, he was the basketball coach, the American history teacher. Now, when I tell you now, this was the coolest dude to ever. This is why I am the way I am when it comes to history, was Coach A made history so fire. He didn't teach what was in the book. When he come into class, open your book to Page chapter 31. We're gonna talk about Queen Elizabeth today. Y'all see the picture in there? We be like, yes. All right, now close them books up and put them up on the thing. And he'll pull the map down. The man say, now Queen Elizabeth, she started over. He get a class about who Queen Elizabeth was, but not the real. Queen Elizabeth, she used to have sex with her folks in the thing, man. That's what she had to do, man. She was sleeping with animals and everything, man. They started up here, then they migrated on down here to Africa, man. They started killing folks and taking us over here. That's why your name Johnson, your name Jones. This how he taught the class. I took him 2 years in a row for American History. American History 1 and American History 2. When I almost had another teacher for the second year, but I went and changed my own. I went to him. And like, Coach, I got to back in your class. He used to call me Waterhead.
That's another story. This is a powerful question, Future. But if they abolish it, do they have a proper African-centered name to replace it? That is the key. Would love to know their titles they use to identify positions.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's the work. That's part of the work that has to be done. But they do call themselves ministers of education. Okay. But we, just like we are doing the African Continental Free Trade area, we need to have a Renaissance education area in the same aspect where we work towards taking back our education, but not no long period of time. We got to start now. Certain things that need to be implemented, you got 30 days to implement this, and then you got 30 days to implement that. I remember when we was in Ghana, I used this for an example. I remember in Ghana, it's a good time, you're going to remember this too. When we were in Ghana, when there were no street names all over Ghana. And I remember when the president said he wanted the people in each district to take time and name every street in Ghana, in Accra, in Ghana, and we saw names of streets go up.
Like that.
Just like that. It happened just like that. He said, I want y'all to name every street. And that happened. It seemed like it happened overnight. It was like, y'all, I want y'all to name the streets. Do y'all know how big Accra is? How big? Let me tell y'all something. Street signs, street names went up in every direction all over Ghana, all over Accra in a matter of, I don't even know how long. It did take long, but that's just how fast that things can be implemented when you take control. But we saw that happen from our very eyes. So it can be done. We as African people can do it. Yeah, we're gonna have some struggles and some issues along the way, but as long as the right heart is behind it and African centered is in the middle of it, I think we can get it done. Thank you, Mr. Hillary, for asking that. How are you crazy? Yes, he is. Roland Martin is another fraternity clown.
Pure fool.
Dr. Ray said, greetings, Queen Future King Powell. Peace from African American Research Library, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
We got the African American Library. Dr. Ray. Oh, that's Dr. Ray.
Hey, Dr. Ray. We remember you. We met Dr. Ray at the Bronze Kingdom.
Yes.
She's a beautiful sister. Good to have
What's
you here,
up,
Dr. Ray. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You welcome to come here anytime you want to come and talk to your students. I read it whenever you read it. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Ray, for being a part. Much love for you to be here.
Dr. Ray was in it, like the thing you just said. She was in the attendance at the Bronze Kingdom. We did the movie release there
and we met
and
together
and
we clicked instantly.
Time.
She's a auntie off the top.
Right off the top. Me? Fly.
Yes,
I'm talking about she is a random active African flying that's all by herself.
Yeah.
Don't play no game.
We love you, Dr. Ray. Wilson Kwaku says slavery is forced labor. We are forced to go to work under the delusion that we have made a choice. Oh, that's so true.
Don't go and see if you got a choice.
Clean water, electricity, food, medicine, and stable residence facilities are withheld from people unless they have money. Ain't that something?
And
that's
then
the absolute
if you try
truth.
To build it yourself, if you try to build it yourself without any of those being adherent to any of those regulations,
you're gonna get some resistance.
You sure will.
Making a choice to go to work to get your hands on some money under the threat of deprivation is a forced decision.
Boy, you better say something.
This is forced labor, and forced labor is slavery.
Bo.
Ooh, Agbo is
Say
spitting.
something, bro.
Maya said, does anyone have any idea of books, curriculums for children under 10? I'm tired of the schools teaching the same old people who've been dead 40 plus years. Who are our modern heroes?
Future's one of them. Let's see. Dr. Ray Hagen is one of them. Definitely Professor James Small is one of them.
Yes.
Let's see who is modern hero that's alive right now. Infodicia Jehudi Mays is one of them.
Yes, we got a lot of them.
Let's see.
Dr. Amos Wilson.
Yeah, he passed on.
He's passed. We can't use him.
She said alive.
Oh, okay. Dr. George Leary, Dr.
Shahrazad Ali,
Dr. Michelle, what's her name? That right incarcerated. What is it? What's that sister's name?
What book you talking about?
It's about a prisoner pipeline, incarceration on a mass scale. What is that book called? What's the sister's name? She got a documentary and a book. The incarceration of, yes, Michelle some. Yes. Look, Mr. Henry said, I love that term you use, Future. Renaissance education, official.
Mm-hmm.
That should be the name to replace the ministers of education in my country and all other countries too. Your thoughts?
Yep.
Of course.
I agree with that, Mr. Hillary, for real. Renaissance education official. That's it.
Yes, we need that. We need a rebirth.
Naming things. That's how people do that in the pretext of everything you are given a name, even the pretext of war. You demean first. They demean you with the words first to change the perception of you and who you are, to give justification to your annihilation. After that, after your name has been changed, once you become a nigga and a dirty nigga, it's time to get rid of that little dirty problem. That's just how it is. They call us, niggas, and now, okay, it's easy to kill a nigga, but it's easy to kill my brother. It's hard to kill my brother. Hey, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? It's hard to be mad after that. You gonna say, bro, I'm gonna blow yo. I ain't gonna say it. You gonna put another word in there, another term.
You ain't gonna do it.
You gonna demean him first before that violent action comes.
Now that's a waterhead baby, Roland Martin.
So will.
Where's the quake?
Juicy head.
You preach, Miscellaneous said. Brother Dinah Samir has children books too. And Dr. Ray Hagens for sure. Hey, family, what book did you read that really got you woke, Eric B. Quason? Mine was the autobiography of Malcolm X, which was given to me by my father at the age of 12 years old.
It's the same age I got mine.
Shakita said Dr. Claude Anderson. Eric B. Quason, it was many, many books and documentary.
For me was The Spook That Sat by the Door. That was the first book that
Michelle Alexander is the author. Thank you, Dr. Ray.
Michelle Alexander.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I knew somebody was going. I was trying to think of Nubia King said. Love you, family. Have to jump off and take care of your president. Much love to my brother.
Say the prayers. We said what's happening. We love him.
We love y'all. We love both of y'all.
Since the shop moved too, so we got to send you the new address to the shop so you can come.
Maya said, thanks for the suggestion, y'all. I looked them up. No problem. The new Jim Crow and the school to prison pipeline by Michelle Alexander. Thank you, Dr. Ray. I knew I had all the components. I just couldn't pull it together. But that sister, she hit it on the. Y'all, another thing, watch Transatlantic Productions on YouTube. He has Transatlantic Production has all of the major people that you're talking about, Maya, that you want to have access to. Look up the Transatlantic Productions on YouTube, okay? Okay, fam, text me the info. Will do. We got 3 types of black people. We have the brilliant and the basic and the brain dead. And Future and Power was one of our finest and brilliance among us. Thank you, Will.
You too. You in there with us.
You too, yes. We appreciate all the intake.
Brilliant. What did you say? The brilliant, the basic, and the brain dead.
It's true. That's true. Ooh, hey, oh my goodness. Oh, Jojo. Our grandson, he the one.
My boy.
He the one, boy. He the one, boy. I tell you one thing, you will never have a dull moment if you put your children hello. If you put your children first in everything that you do, you'll never have a dull moment. Look at him. I told you.
This might have been up there showing his little homeboy, homegirl, his role in the movie with the remote up there rewinding it back, showing him the movie. Oh man, that's my boy.
Okay. African-centered education is the reorganization of the African people's personality, taste, and interests that we become self-supported and very powerful. That's what African-centered education is for us. We have got to use African-centered education to reorganize. Reorganize. It's a reorganization of the Africa's people's personality, our taste, and interests. Interests mean everything that has a people empowered.
Oh, you know what? Okay. I'm sorry to cut you out, baby.
Which makes us self-supportive and very powerful.
We're going to have an assignment tonight for the live tomorrow that we do at some point tomorrow. Tonight is Saturday. It is Saturday, right?
Yes.
Okay, it's Saturday. So everybody watch the spook that's set by the door. And we're going to have a live and discuss that movie tomorrow. I'm telling you, anybody haven't seen that film, you're in for a cerebral treat. Because it's gonna touch your black man, your black mind, and your black heart, and you're gonna love that movie. I'm telling you, it's not no love story, by no means, but it's a great movie. It's a great movie, and we're gonna talk about that thing tomorrow.
Yes, Dr. Ray said Karen Hunter and Professor Carr show. Okay, Karen Hunter and the Professor Carr show. Felicia Brown said all those young Maasai men are going to want one over their own women. Not only their power and future, brilliant, talented comedic artists, and from what I can see, chef-tastic too.
You're right, because I got to go take my mama some of that chef-tasticness right in a minute.
Maya said, never dull. I have 4 of them and 1 on the way. I'm always lit. It's always lit over here.
Look, the other day I had, let me see. I had 3 grandbabies balancing on my legs, my chest, and my arms the other day while we was in the floor. One was on my knees, one was standing on my chest, and the other was in my hands like this. I call us the flying black family.
Nubian King said, I know the author is Team Euro, but I do suggest a book called Lies My Teacher Told Me. It explains a lot about the educational system and what it was designed for and how it's still messing us up.
Oh, they always have one of them that slip out the back of the...
they like telling the truth in the books now.
They have one that slip out the white nostril like a wild booger every now and then. And what's the other one name that be making them cry in the seminars?
Jane Elliott.
Yeah, I be want to say Goodall. That's the one that got her face ate out by the
Jane Elliott. Edwin D. Lunton says it's time to put our own name on what belongs to us. Take over the continent. It's time for us to do it, Black family. Yep. Beautiful family. Thank you, Wisdom.
I'm gonna tell you, I got a slogan tattooed on my body that my pop used to tell me about all the time, and I got it, and it's so relevant to everybody, and it's all power to the people. Oh, and I'm gonna show it to y'all. It's right there. Can you see that?
Yeah, I see it.
So all of my tattoos and my body markers are things that I believe in.
Yes.
Things that I believe in.
Our names, the names we go by should be things that we believe in.
All power to the people, to Black people.
Yes.
I didn't even have to put Black on here because I'm Black.
Understood.
That's understood. That's like a given. That's a, that's a given.
Oh, Maya said, oh, what a great date night idea. I have the book, but never read it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
Miss
Elaine said, brilliant, basic, and brain dead. I receive that.
BBB.
Yes, sir. That's a great movie indeed. Let's have our own people to embrace a mindset of producers instead of being consumers. Self-sufficiency is everything, mentally, physically, organizationally, spiritually. Rob Green.
You better say something, bro.
I miss my dad. He didn't take care of himself and never met his granddaughters. So I've been on black health ever since.
That's right.
Gone, Maya. Right. Jane Elliott, she been hurting feelings for sure.
Oh, she breaks them down, boy.
Yes. Wild booger now. C Power.
Yeah, you know, you have one of the little wild boogers come out, the little slamming joints. They want to throw them out. This how they want to get rid of them. They just rub them up under the table or something. Yeah, no, they gonna tell all the secrets because they've been up there white nostril. They know what's up there going on in that brain. Yeah, man. I be tripping a lot, y'all. I have to. I have
to stay on the up and up. Man. We as African people, we got to get through this together. And that's what we doing. I got one last question and then we going to get out of here. One last statement. One last statement, and this is from Dr. Amos Wilson. I did leave the information in the description box so we can see it for ourselves and watch it and research. Do your own research. This is just our thoughts from a gatherization of getting knowledge. Gatherization of getting knowledge. I'm African. I can make these words up and they mean everything to us and we understand them very, very well. How can we use our children's education to overthrow domination over us and allow us to control our destiny?
Man, once you teach them kids black African thought, they're gonna reject everything else. I see it actively working in my children, because I wouldn't suggest anybody do anything that I haven't done first for my own family to be proactive in reclaiming our mind state. And when you get them children are African based and you start setting them up, they see it all in themselves. They see it. They notice when somebody out of bounds. They notice when they're not being taught right and they're not being talked to. Because my second granddaughter, she understand even when, she talk about my dad, he might not understand so-and-so. She 8.
Yes, since now we have black folks making our own social media apps, excellent. We need black folks scientists to create our own satellites. We need our own servers.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Hillary. Yes, Jane Elliott. Ask her about reparations, though.
Uh-oh. Come on, Chiquita. What's she talking about?
The sister is brilliant, all about tone and delivery. Who you talking about? Michelle Alexander.
Chiquita, is there where the boomerang come in on her psychology? Because if you did, you got to pay now. Because you're getting them ooze Jays is getting their money.
Maya said, I'm hiring a black gardener friend to plant me the biggest garden my husband will allow. I will have the baby in my back and connect with the earth this year. Get kids involved too. Getting African. Yes. That's awesome. We break the chains ourselves and then teach them. Mine already getting chastised. Schooled by teachers. Mine is 8 too. Ain't that awesome?
Breaking them chains. Bust them up.
Break them up. Break them up. We breaking them up. I'm so happy. All about tone and delivery, Wisdom Kwaku Agbo. Yes, much love, much love, much love. And I'm excited about this knowledge that we're gaining together. I'm excited about our support. Make sure y'all smash the smash the like button with them big black thumbs. I love y'all. We love y'all. Yes, black on black on black. I want some black to touch them thumbs up, them like buttons.
Them big black
thumbs. I love black thumbs. I'm excited about black thumbs. Putting it down on this all of this poison that that's been in us. We taking our minds back. We taking it back. We taking it back. How can we power in future? I say by force. Lock off the community that our children in from the outsiders. Keep them sheltered for a bit to focus them on learning about themselves.
We got to build our own enclaves, Mr. Hillary. And that's where we at. That's where we at on the plane of doing that right now. Building our own enclaves so we can regulate our own educational system, our own spiritual system, our own financial system, and our own economics.
Which that's including our culture.
Yes,
period.
Sir. Make our own culture. That's it.
Yes. It starts with a sense of dignity. Most of what's wrong with us is a lack of sense of dignity. Yes, it is. Some may not know what African base is. African base have to be implemented at an early age, like before 10 years old. It started too.
Yep.
It started earlier, but really it's very, very vital at 2 years old.
I mean, my father started, because I didn't grow up with my dad, but we had a period of time that we was together, and I remember everything almost pretty much that man was telling me. He always preached to us, well, to me at that time, to work for yourself. And his thought process was that you can never fire yourself, so always work for yourself and control your own destiny. My dad used to tell me this like early age.
Maya said, I found a channel on YouTube that does a lot of black books via audio. I'm loving it. That's Bliss B. Bliss B does that too, Maya.
Yep.
One love, family. Yes, pal, we need to stop uplifting people that don't look like us.
Mm-hmm.
That's absolutely true, Chiquita. Make sure they only go out to practice what they were taught by us at home and run errands. We need focused black children to only want to deal with our people first. That's why the nieces closed off. They bored us for 100 years.
And they talking about the Singapore Tigers, how Singapore came in and changed their economy and their whole cultural status in a period of years. They closed off from everybody.
African spirituality makes us stand accountable before our ancestors in order to receive their blessings and held responsible before our future descendants, for they will inherit the fruits of my efforts. Okay, I'm coming. Dr. Ray, starts in the womb. Yes, Dr. Ray. Yes.
Let me take a prime example. This one right here, I read to her when her mama was pregnant, my daughter was pregnant with her. I read to her. And when she was like from 1 week old, I was saying poems. And y'all see them eyes? Look at them eyes. Look at them eyes. That girl know how to concentrate. And she looked granddaddy right. She didn't look me in my eyes. She looked at my mouth. And she dictated and understood everything granddaddy was talking about. That's why she's so cold right now.
Maya said, my girls' school is 85% black, but I have to teach them black history and self-pride and preservation first. Mine are embracing themselves more and more.
That's right.
Hey, deal with our people first, but always got that serious composed when encountering other non-black groups.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, Mr. Henry. Dr. Ray. Yes, we love y'all. This has been exciting. We got some information out there. If you did not watch this from the beginning, please do share it with your family members. Let everybody know that we as African people love ourselves and we're willing to come together and unify to change this, our nation. Okay, whether it's on the continent, wherever we find ourselves as African people, we have our nation with us. Hey, pretty little princess, Sonalia said. All right. We love y'all, power.
Do it for me, Zoe.
Gala you, gala me, bye.
Peace, everybody.